All right, guys, this is Drew Gier from the Rockpile Report with Grandstand Sports Network, and I am here on the field at Bill's training camp with Icey, Vick, and Ryan Lasal of the Rock Sports Network. How are you guys doing tonight?
Very good. Thank you very much.
Fantastic.
So, we got a lot. We saw a lot tonight. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on, offense, defense. I mean, the defense was impressing again. What were some of your guys' takeaways? If you had one thing that you could point to as being, you know, the thing you noticed most on the field tonight, what would it be?
It's by far the defense, swarming defense. The front four is getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback, clogging the holes for the running backs up the middle. There hasn't been a lot of running room, especially today in practice, and there was a lot of would-be sacks today getting after that quarterback.
Ryan, what was your biggest observation of the day when it came to watching the team work?
Yeah, I thought the individual play of Tre White, I think fans are going to be very excited to watch him on Sundays. He seems to be doing a great job on the opposite side of Ronald Darby. Obviously, a big question mark coming into training camp is what would that secondary look like? Tre White was all over Zay Jones, picked off Tyrod Taylor in individual work, then was all over Zay and had no room to work. So I think that's going to be huge for this defense is if Tre White and Ronald Darby can lock down the corners, this defense is going to return to what it was a few years back in this 4-3 scheme.
My three thoughts real quick. First and foremost, Reggie Ragland, admittedly not 100%. He seems to be coming back to form in the running game, though. You watch the way he scrapes across the back of the defensive line and just fills his gaps with authority. That's vintage Alabama Reggie Ragland right there. And I actually got an interview with him that you'll hear the audio from in this week's Rockpile Report podcast. Again, as Icey said, the swarming defense, the defensive line was impressive. Nothing short of impressive. I mean, you've got Shaq Lawson, who looked like, at times, a man playing with boys out there against that right side of the offensive line. And then, as now we're talking about the swarming defense, the one that I didn't expect, my takeaway on Tyrod Taylor. Through heavy traffic, he didn't get happy feet in the pocket.
No.
He scanned the field well and found open receivers. But then when pressure did come for him, he showed that poise to be able to, okay, now I'm going to roll out. And then when he did roll out, he made good decisions. He knew when to throw, when to tuck and run. It looks like he's matured a lot from last year. I think the system really plays to his strengths. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think we're going to see some growth from Tyrod Taylor, hopefully, because, right, this is the year that he needs to have some growth if he's going to have any. We thought it was last year, but now this is the penultimate season for him, is he needs to show that he could be a franchise quarterback, and based on the way he's practicing. Now, he fooled us last year, too, Icey, and I talked about this last year, that we thought he was looking better. He's looking better again this year. Now, can he carry it into the season is going to be the big question.
Oh, absolutely. So, guys, it's raining, it's wet, the weather is telling us to get the hell out of here, so we're going to take off. This is Icey Vick. This is Ryan Lasal from Rock Sports Network. I'm Drew Gier from the Rockpile Report and Grandstand Sports Network, the best view in sports, and we're getting out of here.